Welcome to Time of Death. This video is for informational purposes and in no way meant to glorify or condone violence. In today's video, we'll be discussing the murder of Shuichi Sugimoto. Sugimoto died on Sunday, November 9th, 2014, after being shot in the 10,000 block of Hawthorne Boulevard in Inglewood, according to LA County coroner records. Sosaya Cannondale Sakona was subsequently arrested and charged with the murder. The following is the evidence at trial. The Tongan Crip gang, also known as TCG, was a criminal street gang in Inglewood whose members were primarily of Tongan heritage. TCG members generally wore blue clothing and viewed members of blood gangs who wore red clothing as rivals. TCG's primary enemies were Samoan blood gangs. In the early morning hours of November 9, 2014, the victim, Shuichi Sugimoto, and his friend Eliezer Diaz drove to a fast food restaurant on Hawthorne Boulevard in an area TCG claimed as his territory. Diaz entered the restaurant while Sugimoto got out of the car in the parking lot, walked to the back of the car, and began to urinate. Sugimoto was wearing bright red pants and, because he was of Japanese heritage, resembled a person from the Pacific Islands. Defendant Sakona had arrived in the same parking lot moments before Diaz and Sugimoto. He got out of his car, stood next to Sugimoto, and without saying anything, shot him at point-blank range. Sugimoto died from a gunshot wound to the head. Immediately after shooting Sugimoto, Sakona fled in a black car driven by Christopher Tamalolo. Deputy Sheriff Ludi Orellana was a block away and heard the gunshot. When he saw the black car drive out of the driveway of the fast food restaurant, he began to pursue it. Sergeant Hugo Reynaga took over the pursuit, first in his car and then on foot. Although Sakona managed to escape by jumping the fence, Sergeant Reynaga saw Sakona's profile and observed him take off his sweatshirt and slippers before he jumped the fence. DNA from the slippers and sweatshirt matched Sakona's DNA. Tamalolo surrendered later that day. Eliezer Diaz identified Sakona as a person who shot Sugimoto. Miguel Arredondo, an employee of the fast food restaurant, also saw Sakona shoot Sugimoto. Arredondo was certain of his identification because Sakona was a regular customer at the fast food restaurant, and Arredondo had spoken to Sakona earlier in the evening at a liquor store. Detective Jonathan Calvert testified about the general culture of gangs, the history of TCG, the background facts establishing TCG as a criminal street gang, and documentation showing Sakona as a member of TCG. Based on a hypothetical mirroring the facts of this case, Detective Calvert testified Sakona committed the shooting for the benefit of, at the direction of, and in furtherance of the Tongan Crip gang. Following the trial, the jury convicted Sakona of first-degree murder, including gun and gang allegations. The court sentenced Sakona to 75 years to life in state prison. Shuichi Sugimoto was 40 years old at the time of death.